Mic check, mic check. Yeah, there we go. We in. Gotta just double check, make sure everything is working. It's your boy 005 Dynasty. Make sure the keyboard is working too. Let's see. Yep, it's working. We Gucci. I'll make sure I got all the goodies going, jump inside this. So I have I guess a cool little vlog here, a little discussion video. I need to make sure, I'll make sure that I'm not lagging. Hold on. Make sure I got all the goodies going, jump inside this. So I have I guess a cool little vlog here. All right, cool. We're not lagging. I just had to double check that because I did a video yesterday and I had a delay on the microphone and I did not realize I was supposed to take that delay off. The main reason why I had that delay on is because I have a capture card and I have my big Canon camera that I'm going to start live streaming with, but that capture card comes with a 1 second delay that's built into the hardware. So in order for all my other cameras to be in sync with that, that DSLR camera and that's going through that capture card, I have to put everything on a 1 second delay. So yesterday I did a whole video and I know I turned the delay off, but I just deleted all the numbers and then when I checked the video today, it still had the delay. So then I was like, okay, well, why did it have delays? I went and checked it again, and it was back to the 1 minute delay in the settings. So I deleted it again, exited out, opened up Streamlabs again, and the 1 minute was still there. And it was because I was deleting it, but I wasn't putting a specific number. So I had to put 0, the number 0, in order for it to say, okay, you have 0 delay. It was that picky. It couldn't take me just deleting all the numbers and then it just putting a 0 there itself. So I guess you learn your lesson. Anyway, so women, distraction. I have I'm going to be, okay, so I have an episode about this on my show, but I wanted to see if people wanted to come in today and talk about it and get other people's opinion. But I really believe women are a distraction, for men. I mean, a huge distraction, actually. And also, I do believe things such as like video games are a big distraction for us because it takes away a lot of our time. It takes our focus off of like things we need to be focusing on, such as, building a strong foundation, creating, assets that could generate you income for years to come, or just simply just perfecting your craft and just being you or being better at being you. And when you have women in the equation, it causes a huge problem because out of all the situations I've had, there's always been some problems. You know what I mean? Like I'm legit, I'm the type of person, I get up, I chill. And other people around you, they're not like that. They get up and they want to cause havoc, or they get up when they leave out and when they come home, they want to cause havoc. And it's always like something is always wrong. Something is nothing is ever 100% right in other people's minds, in their eyes, which is a big distraction because when you go through these different situations, now that stuff is on your mind, and it's like you always got to figure out how you're going to combat that type of stuff, or like, you're always figuring out ways of like, oh, I got to defend myself, when no man should ever have to defend themselves. Like their actions is their actions. The way they choose to live is the way they choose to live. So it's tough, man. It's tough. And and what I go into in the show, it's like it's the way that men are created, and which sucks is like we're dominant figures, and but we're dominant, strength wise, but we're also dominant when it comes to like mating or wanting to mate. You always want to mate, like 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking about mating, which to me is a negative knock on our creators. Because come on now, like at the end of the day, you instilled in us like constantly want to just bam, 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 go grab something to like mate with, you know? So it's like you walk out the crib, you see a shorty, you peeping her, like you peeping that shorty, like checking it out, see like, yo, it was that something, you know what I mean? Whatever thoughts that go through your head, the bottom line is you might want to try to smash and hit that, a distraction, big time distraction, because you're not focused on that asset. You're focused more on that ass more than an asset. Big problem. And then the next problem is when you do land a shorty and you get that ass, then there's problems that come after that. A lot of distractions. You gotta sit here and always worry about that girl, make sure like her safety comes first. Or then you're always worrying about the shorty and making sure like she's not going out there with the next man. You're worrying about your friends around her, or you're worrying about, she got coworkers. Coworkers might look handsome or whatever, might try to bag your shorty. It might be funnier than you. They might look better than you, like, or they might even just have a better personality than you. Like, it's so many things you got to think about. There's so many things you got to worry about when you're dealing with the opposite sex, which in turn is a distraction. It all becomes a major distraction because your mind is thinking about that instead of thinking about that bread, And then when you, say if you want to settle down with the young lady and, do like that family type stuff, that's going to bring about even more problems, because now it's expectations that come upon that. Like the other individuals are going to expect for you to do this and expect for you to do that when they want you to do it or when they think it should be done. See, one thing about women, what they don't understand is men are not going to act the same way a female would act, or the same way a female think a man is supposed to act. We're different. We don't act like that. We don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to just be like, and we might switch it up every day. So one day we might be like heroic and do all the chores in the house. And then the next day we might be lazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have like that one track mind. We're not robots. A lot of times females fall into a lot of the robotic trends, or they get their emotions into stuff and they become very emotional and connected and all this other shit. And we're not like that. But that brings about problems, because now you start fighting and arguing when, y'all don't see eye to eye on things. Well, it's a distraction, man. Big time distraction. And I don't like those distractions. I like to stay focused, and I found myself here within like the last, I don't know how much time has gone by, but distractions, being distracted, or pretty much fighting and arguing on. I don't really argue like that. I'm not the arguing type. I do like to state my points, get my points across, facts out there, but I just find myself constantly like looking over my shoulder, or like constantly having an attitude about something, which is a distraction. You're not focused on the task that's at hand. You're not, you're not bettering yourself. You're not closing the gap between you and, let's say, somebody who is more fortunate than you. You're not even thinking about that because you're thinking about this other stuff. Or you're constantly thinking about sex, or mating and wanting to be with somebody. So then since you're trying to do that all the time, you're going out to clubs, or you're going to a bar, or you're going to parties, or you're going to a friend's house because they might got shorties over there, or you on social media and you looking at you and all the like you're on all these profile pages looking at the shorty, then you might try to slide in the DMs to see if it's possible, maybe, hopefully, that you could probably have a chance at, you know what I'm saying, being with that young lady. But it's all distraction, and it's all day, every day, all day, every day. Like, for example, like when I'm at work, you know what I mean, females come walking through my door. I mean, it's not my door, I don't own it, but you know what I'm saying, that the job I work, the door, a lot. I see a lot every single day. Some of them are, you know what I'm saying, just old heads, some of them middle aged, some of them, you know, just becoming, you know what I'm saying, maturity, you know, and some of them come in pretty much goddamn half naked, you know, like just, you know, I'm just call it what it is, tight this, tight that, they showing off their goods. And it's like, you know, all the men, they go crazy because it's like, where that's just in us. It's not something like we do out of being perverts or anything like that. You just look because you're like, oh, because it's just in us, you know. If it wasn't in us, we wouldn't look. We wouldn't mind our business. We wouldn't even say anything. But that's just the way it is. Like, you have two sexes, and one is, you know, sexy, and the one is, you know, driven to be with that opposite sex. Like, you driven to be with a woman, and it's just inside of us, you know. And it's crazy. Think about, like, if it wasn't inside of us, and maybe just a little bit, not as strong as it is, we wouldn't be distracted as much. Like, you know, legit, like. And I've literally started to change my ways. Like, at work, like, some dudes be like, yo, you saw that? I'm like, yeah. And I try to, like, go about my business. Now I'm trying to, like, really stay away from women. Like, I'm really trying to, like, not even focus on them. Like, cold-heartedly, I'm trying to, like, not even worry about women. I'm not. Because it's a distraction. You know, it's the build. You gotta try to see. You gotta chase them. Try to see if they will even want to get with you or do something with you. Then once that happens, then you gotta do the whole dating thing, or you try to do a one night stand. And if the one night stand, if that happens, you're like, oh, well, this shorty's probably not even the one because it's quick. It's a quickie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Then you go on dates, or now you got to do all this conversation back and forth. Like, yo, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? Like, yo, how you doing? Like, yo, you whatever you want the conversation about. But that, to me, that's all distraction because it's taking you away from your goals. I mean, unless that is your goal, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who really want to do something in life, and you know, they want to become the quote unquote boss in a situation. They want to own. They want to be the majority owner. They don't things of that nature. They want to have some power, some weight behind their name, behind their legacy, behind their family tree. You know. But then it comes with a sacrifice, and that sacrifice is to stay in focus, you know, and not having a distraction. So I'm like done with like dealing with the opposite sex, because 90% of the time, man, it doesn't even work out, man. I mean, it can, in a sense. There are success stories out there. I get it, you know. Or the dudes with the girl from high school all the way till they were like 90 years old. Yeah, but is that really a success story, or did that guy have to put up with so much BS? Like, he has thick skin for all those years, you know what I mean? And then how far did he actually get into life? How far did he go? Was he really that successful? I mean, look at the situation you got going on now with the Boston Celtics. I don't mean to bring them up or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? You got the dude wasn't happy, man. He out there, he roaming. Yeah, he's not happy. You know, she wasn't happy in her marriage, the young lady, whoever it is. You know, and then her and her husband, they weren't happy. You know, they were having problems. Like, It's problems after problems after problems in all these relationships, man, which become distractions. Then down they're fighting, arguing, and people all over the TV, all over the news, and like it's crazy, man. Like and personally, to me, I don't think none of us should even know about that. Like that's just some crazy shit. Like society is just nasty, evil. It's a lot of disgusting people out there in the world. The media is just is the worst. Like we shouldn't even know that that was going on. Who the fuck cares? Also, it's all about gossiping. This is nasty, just disgusting gossiping with these people. It's ill. You look at ESPN, like that network, and even Disney, all these companies, man, they're all disgusting, dude. They want to get all these dirty stories out there just so they can keep making money, man. But those are the people you should, even though they're disgusting, those are people you should look at because it's an asset. They're asset. They'll never fall, man, because they know how to keep that asset up there. They know how to keep that money coming in. They have power. They control. They run the world's being run by all these people, man. They mentally, physically, everything. It's crazy. We shouldn't even know about that relationship. We shouldn't know none of that stuff. But they put it out there. Do the people even think about how crazy that shit is? That should not have been broadcast all over the world, dude. You know how many people, I could go across the street and I guarantee you there's a relationship that's pretty sour or things that have been going on. But that shit's not broadcast all over the world. You know what I mean? You gotta think about how they manipulate and trick you people, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, so I feel like women are a great distraction, man. But men, they're a great distraction. Like, and it's kind of sad that we have to deal with that because we are programmed to always want to mate and have sex. And I'm trying to break that trend so I can stay focused. Like right now, you can look at my computer table. There was all a mess before. I'm talking about like this keyboard wasn't even here. It was like tucked away in the corner. It had dust all over it. And this thing costs a lot of money. But on top of that, it's a monster when it comes to music production. And I had like, my guitar pedals were put away. I just pulled this one out. This is the Descent Reverb by Walrus Audio. And this thing is fire. This little box right here, this blue, like navy blue box right here. It's a reverb pedal, guitar pedal. So you have to, if you put your foot on these and you could, change the preset or you could bypass it and so forth. It's to work with guitars. But you could use it for synths and things of that nature. Workstations like this. But I pulled it out. My Stream Deck, this Stream Deck right here, it controls my stream if I want to change the screen and stuff and so forth. I can even run ads on this. Like if I hit the button, run ad. Let me see, is it even working? I don't know. It's probably not even working, but maybe I would have to be on Twitch to see. I actually have to go in here and reprogram all this stuff, to be honest. I think some of it is a little messed up. But the Stream Deck was sitting over there on the floor. Like, it's on the floor. Like, this thing cost me a lot of money. I got it when it first came out. This is the OG, the original one. My MPC was sitting over here, but it wasn't really doing nothing. This keyboard right here, this one that lights up, it was so dirty. You can see it's glowing now. I cleaned it. I could pop these keycaps off, pop them off, boom, clean them, put them back on. This is an ultra rapid fire Corsair keyboard. So this is made for playing video games. So the keys, they're like very, very fast. The response time on these are fast. I play League of Legends, so I want it when I hit the key, I want my ability to come out. Then I have like this, this gaming mouse right here, which is another Corsair, but it's really, really high speed. But all this stuff had dust on it, dirt on it. It was just like I wasn't taking care of nothing. I was just living like I wasn't in focus. I was coming home not happy, dealing with stuff, And now I'm at this point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I don't care about any of the distractions or the bullshit. So like I'm not worrying about females or women in anything of that nature. I'm single. I'm not trying to get with nobody. I have no plans to get with anybody because there's just always problems, headaches, it's just, worrying about this, worrying about that, fighting, talking, arguing, all that bullshit. Now, my table is flawless. Everything is clean, cleared off. If I want to play the keys, and as you can see, it's just that simple. I have a clear head. I have a clear studio, clear table. There's no food. There's no dirt over here. No dust, no nothing. I could legit play something. It records into my computer. I can loop it up. I can make a cinematic track. I can make a hip hop record. I can make a ghost wave style type of a track. I can make a lo-fi beat, and my head is clear. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm not thinking about, when Shorty come home, I'm gonna try to go and have sex with her. I'm not thinking about that. It's not on my mind. It's not on my mind. I'm not worried about it. I'm saying, if the individual comes home and starts popping off, talking shit, I don't hear nothing, because I don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't belong to nobody. Legit, I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to answer no questions. I now just move about. I'm saying, I create some music and I go about my business. I go to sleep, I go to work, I watch my kids. That's that. I'm tired of the distractions. It's a price to pay when a female lays down with you. They think they own you. They think they could do this, that, blah, blah. There's so much shit that goes into it. It's not just regular stuff, So that's where I'm at. And then my next step is to take my stuff, my studio and everything, and just go get my own place. So that's the next step. So I'm taking my stuff, I'm taking my show on the road with me. I'm taking my talents, I'm going. And I'm not even, there's no bad feelings about it. I don't feel guilty at all. Because now I understand, you got to get the distractions out of your life. Because if you don't get the distractions out of your life, they're going to always be there and you're never going to succeed. Or you might succeed a little bit, but then you're always going to have stress, or you're going to have just all the crazy feelings that come with arguing, or somebody looking over your shoulder, or somebody thinking something about you, or saying something about you, or talking about you, and you hearing it, or you seeing it, or you watching people's movements around you and stuff like that. Those are all distractions to take you away from you. I don't have that. I'm not worried about that. So now I'm focused. At any given time, I can create now, and I got everything's almost set up. MPC is set up right now. It's off. I can turn it on, but it's off. The only thing I need to set up now is I have the Micro Freak synthesizer I want to set up, and I have the Blofeld synthesizer I need to pull out and set that up too, because the Blofeld synthesizer is a little bit different than the Micro Freak. They both have excellent sounds though, but they're both really good synthesizers, and I want to dive into messing with my synthesizers a little bit more, so I can create sounds from scratch. I don't want to have it where it's people are like, oh, you using presets and all this and that. Nah, I'm not using no fucking preset. Or at least I don't want to. For example, when I use this workstation, these sounds are actually natural sound. It's like a real fucking piano. It's not a preset. That's the difference. When you get a Roland, the reason why it's so cool is you're getting legit sound, a legit harp, or a legit flute, or a legit vocal, And the cool thing is, now that I'm going to get back into get my guitar pedals, it's how they manipulate the sound. This sound is a vocal sound. You wouldn't even know that. But with this reverb pedal, it almost makes it seem like it's a string sound, you know? This is pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So, I could sit here and I could just enjoy myself, not worry about nothing, and then have fun with music. So, and I've never been able to do that. And I could sit here and I could actually jump through the octaves, which I think is pretty cool. This is what, is this 62 keys? I can't remember. I gotta count. But like 60, 61, 62 keys. So I could jump through a few octaves and then I could, transpose it up and down as I need. But I think that's so cool when you get a keyboard like this and you can actually like play and when you're doing like strings and stuff like that, the the timbre of the sound matters, like the different like texture matters. So if you on a high octave, this is C sharp. So let's say I'm hitting C sharp and let's say I want to go to like a F or something, but then I change the octave and then I go to a F in a different octave. it's pretty. I'm still continuing on my little chord progression, but I'm jumping up and down between octaves. I think it's so cool, man. I never did that before, really. You know, like, oh. That's so dope. Look, I could. All right, so I'll do. Then jump down the octave. Then jump down another octave. It's really cool, and the cool thing is the reverb. So the reverb can allow you to hit a key, then jump. The tail is still there going, and now you can come in. Let that reverb play, jump to the next octave. That's fun, man. I like that. I can't even hold you on that. I really like that. That's fun. That's pretty tight. But yeah, man, give it your distractions and also the video games too. So I haven't really talked on that, but you have to think about it. You're playing a video game that doesn't belong to you. Don't own it. It's not your asset. You're spending money to buy skins and the newest gun or this pack or a season pass. All that stuff is just taking money away from you, putting into your own investment. I was talking to my son. I'm like, dude, all that money you spent on all those skins, you could have. Because we was like having little problems with the Xbox. It's my Xbox phone, but I gave it to him. You know what I mean, so I had it for some years, a long time. So I thought you could have bought a whole new Xbox. If you could look at all the Fortnite skins, like you could have invested it into. If you want to play video games, you want to be a gamer, you want to like record videos and probably be as big as the biggest video gamers, but you need to invest in yourself. I'm telling them like, yo, you should, instead of buying all those skins, you should have bought yourself a new Xbox, new controllers and stuff like that. Invest in yourself if that's the way you want to go. But I'm looking at. I don't like Epic Games. I had beef with them. I had problems with them in the past. Just a young lady that used to work. Well, she probably still works for them. I'm not too sure. I don't follow her. But we had words back. She's one of the staff members working for Epic Games. And we had some words back in the day. So yeah, they actually got one of my gamer tags banned. It was for my whole team. So my entire team, it was like 20 of us. All of our gamer tags got banned, and not only that, they permanently banned the creation of the name. So I actually have history. So if you go to Microsoft, you go on the Xbox, and you try to create this specific gamer tag, it's permanently banned. That's some funny shit, right? But yeah, I don't like Epic Games. I don't like Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I don't put money into Epic Games. But your time, though, your time is what I'm talking about. Your time is precious. You're only on this earth from this amount of time to this amount of time. It's not infinite. So every time you sit down and play the video game, yeah, I know it might be very enjoyable, but that could be time spent finding a new way to create music or creating something that's out of your realm, such as a cinematic track that maybe, hypothetically speaking, a video game company might be able to use. Like you start using your time for money. That's what I'm getting at. We have to start using our time for money, because later on in life, yeah, you can have a lot of fun and play and stuff like that. But if you waste your time early on, you'll be playing catch up, similar to a person like me. Like, I don't hold back. I don't try to lie. I don't try to fake the funk. Like, I'm playing catch up now because I didn't have the right mindset. I didn't have somebody behind me telling me about, get that bread, or building a company. You need some assets. You need money that's going to make money that you don't have to be there. It's just continuously coming in, because then you have a little more power and leverage over society and the world. You can make more moves. You can just pick up and just go, things of that nature. I didn't have somebody telling me like, yo, don't be worrying about those women. I had my older brothers, uncles be like, yo, you going to hit? Just make sure you put on a condom. Make sure you go smash. They trying to tell you like, yo, go get yours, you know? Don't stop at one. Just keep it. You know what I mean? But if I didn't have those individuals helping me out, but that's not, is it? I also didn't have teachers helping me. Teachers were, the schools I went to, man, the teachers were just trying to hurry me get up out of there, because they're very dangerous schools, you know? They weren't really too worried about the children like that. They were, but they weren't, you know? I literally had a teacher tell me that. A couple of them, actually. But anyway, so sometimes the knowledge is very scarce, and partly is the way that you was brought up, but part of it is like, you might not have that grit inside you at that time. And I did not. I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the grit. I wasn't worrying about politics. I wasn't worrying about, is you wake up every day, you try to get something to eat, and then you go make a little bit of money, the money to keep you going from week to week, and then you try to go find a shorty to fuck. That's the game. That's most people's game. And my game is not as bad as a lot of people. A lot of people's game is like, they want to drink, they want to smoke, they want to do drugs, on top of like, trying to go fuck some shorty, on top of like just working the bare minimum on themselves. They're not even better than themselves when it comes to creativity, blah, 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 and all stuff. So video games is a big distraction, because you sit down and you play and you're losing that time. Even the person who has money, you might even have money, you might have cars, you might have houses, stuff like that. And even when you take that 2 to 3 hour break to play that video game, that 2 to 3 hour break could have been your big break somewhere else. If you created something or you helped somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, only thing I think is like, what I'm thinking personally, the video game, if you spend 5 minutes on that and it's not really dedicated towards you creating an asset, can be a big distraction. And what do you really do on these video games too? If it's not just a single player game, if you're playing, like multiplayer game, you're fighting, arguing people most of the time, distraction. Or if it's a single player game, even that, you're trying to find this treasure that's buried over there in the game. You're trying to get across the map. You're trying to beat the big final boss. But it's keeping your mindset into that game, worrying about that. It's not, when you find that big boss in that game and you win that battle, did that when you won that battle in that game, did that turn into an asset? Did that turn into money? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it did, then good for you, because maybe you're a streamer and you make a lot of money off of streaming. But if it didn't, that means you enjoyed yourself, but you wasted a lot of time creating. Like, this is the producer. I just subscribed to him. He's pretty well known too, because he has platinum records, right? I think he even says it in his description, like, oh, such platinum producer. So the individual went live streaming like 2 or 3 days ago. Well, he's playing Apex Legend. So when he went live, I was like, oh, I'm looking at the stream and I'm like, oh, I thought he was going to do some music. But whatever, you can play video games. I do multiple stuff on my channel too. So that was that. But then the next day he went live again. It was Apex Legend. So I'm just looking to myself. I said, yo, it's like, every time I see that dude go live, I'm going to go and get on my keyboard. Or I'm going to go make a beat. I'm going to do graphic design. I'm going to work on my business plan, my business model structure some more. Or I work on 05dynasty.com. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to catch him. I'm trying to be better than him. And he don't even know it. Because to me, every time you try to shoot somebody in the face in that video game, you're wasting your time. You could be steady, better than yourself. If that individual is a known producer, platinum beats for an artist. I don't know. I didn't look too deep into it, but a platinum producer. So he knows people in the industry. If I was a platinum producer, I'm already in the industry. I'm in the game. I know a lot of famous people myself, but I'm not in the game. Partly for me, because I never tried to fight to get to that position. But it's okay. Everybody have their own path. I can't stress that enough. But this individual is in the game already. Shit. His fingers should never leave that keyboard. It should never be on a goddamn video game. You ask me? It should just always be making something. So sorry, I'm just cleaning my board off. But this keyboard is never being turned off again. I'm never turning. I'm leaving it right here. I'm leaving it on. If I need to create, I'm going to create. Blah, 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 blah. If I need to practice my keys, my piano riffs and stuff like that, which I do, I'm going to go to the piano. That's that reverb. So I'm going to practice playing the piano. And so I get good at it, so I can play chords. You know what I'm saying? And I make hit records, things of that nature. But yeah, man. So I think women and the way men are created is a big conflict of interest and a distraction. And I'm not telling people what to do. I'm just giving you my thoughts and opinion. I know some of you, even some of my friends or people I'm just cool with, or we have an understanding. I know y'all have significant others and y'all live with them and y'all do this and do that. So if it's working for you, hey, but if you see things are like a little bit of a distraction, just, take heed to what some people say, like what I say and what other people say. They're not saying it for no reason, man. They're saying it because they see something different. You get with a female and you with them and then you think you have to stay with them for the rest of your life. No, it's not like that, man. And, maybe taking a break or stepping away, you might see yourself become a bigger and better person, or better, your mind might free up. You might be ready to, to take on big adventures and tasks, or get employed at a specific job that has to do with like music, performing arts, or things of that nature. Something might change inside of you. I know my mindset has. And don't get me wrong, I still feel like the urge to do this and the urge to do that, because that's just the way we are. But mentally I tell myself, chill, calm down, stop, focus, boom. I'm saying, go over there, finish what you was doing when it came to setting up your company, blah, 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 whatever it is. Just go and do it. Just you gotta pick yourself up and go and do it. So don't worry about the actual buffoonery. It's just different, man. Let's go ahead and see. Check this out. I had somebody recently was like, it was hating on me. it was not, kind of hating on me. Like, they was talking to me, but they was talking to me in a way it was kind of like trying to downplay me. They were trying to downplay me, man. One of the things that they said was like, oh, it was like, don't be promoting your website. Like, your website is unfinished. And there's no kidding. I said that in my videos. I said the website is not done because it's not, because it's hard work. I'm literally one person doing it. You know what I mean? But it's there though. I have something. I literally have something that people could go and say, yo, that shit belongs to him. Oh, he got something that's actually pretty cool, legit. You know what I'm saying? And I created it. My whole thought process, my whole creative thought process was behind the creation of 05dynasty.com. Okay? So this individual was upset because they couldn't get from me what they wanted. and everybody operates different in this world, and not everybody's going to accept what you think they should accept, you know. And they started trying to downplay me, and so the website, legit. We can actually pull it up, but you could Google me, man. I'm everywhere. I'm on everything, son. You can find whatever website you want me to be on. I'm there. You know, that's funny. Let's change the search actually. Yeah. Yeah, this brings up mad stuff. What is it? Go to Google. Yeah, man. Um, hmm. So the website is here. It's here. I'm saying, and to be honest with you, you can log in. You know what I'm saying? Even though like the core structure of the site is not finished, you can still log in. That's the funny part about it. You can still like set stuff up and everything. You know, you can actually promote on the website right now. You know, like, but it's not all the way functional. But I don't think that's a big issue. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I never told anybody it was. I told you it's coming. But see, because when people don't get what they want, they hate, man. They throw shots at you. They try to dox you, disrespect. But I could sit there and say, I could have sat there and said to that individual, "Oh, okay, where's your website?" You know what I mean? Like, do you even have a website? Do you even have a brand? Do you even have to? If I type your name into Google right now, what's going to come up? Can people find you anywhere? Can do you have any history? Any, you know what I'm saying? And then the person, then I would be the toxic person. You know what I'm saying? Because I came back with a response that's like all facts, you know, the truth, like, you know, because you search that person up and nothing pops up. They don't even have anything. I mean, so, but like I was telling you, it's a lot of distractions. Women, video games, and other people around you. So with there being a lot of distractions, I couldn't focus. I couldn't legit focus on creating a website because it's hard. It's hard. It's not. It's not easy. It's not easy creating a website. Okay. Sorry, I was checking out something. But it's not. It's literally not easy. Like, so I'm trying to when I when you go into these sections, right? You're supposed to be able to promote yourself in these sections. That's what they're for. So it's not like this is not the template is not there yet. So you can't do it for that. But the template is supposed to be more like, you know, showing you who's the game of the week or producer of the week and so forth. And then you go into the section. And then when you're in the section, now you can, you know, you can promote whatever game you're trying to promote. If you want to promote Fortnite, then you go into the Fortnite section. And I'm not logged in right now. I'm not gonna log in. But and that's another cool thing is the website, as soon as the website opens, we're gonna have like promoting people. So as soon as you go into like the community portion of the website, people are gonna be promoted right away. So I got right? So that's one of my Ghost Wave tracks, one of my beats, and it's to a song that's on an album. So that's the song Orangutan Apes. But this could be anybody promoting them. Let's close that out. Now, you have a whole bunch of like notifications up here because you know, there's things you need to know about when you come onto this website. Like you only get one account. You can't create multiple accounts. And your account needs to be verified, so we know that that's you because we're promoting you and your brand. So it's a whole bunch of different things here. So I'll close that out. And now here's like the Fortnite section. So what I would do is, if I wanted to promote in squads or the solos, or I have to finish creating the sections, you go in here and you start promoting your stuff. Let me close this stuff out because it's in the way. But so when you come in here, you start promoting your stuff. Then once you promote it, that gives us the ability to now take your stuff and to promote it on the site and off the site. So it actually really helps. It's a very helpful website that boosts up your content. And you get your profile pages and things of that nature. Like all this stuff is pretty cool, man. Actually, you get your little well, see, I'm not logged in, so I can't actually show you everything, but I'm not gonna log in. But anyway, you get the point. But so now I have to create these sections because it's the way my website functions. My website doesn't function like how other people's website functions when they use a specific software. I'm using a software called Zenforo for the community portion of my site. This portion of the site is not inside Zenforo, so it's different. So I could create all the sections that I want inside of Zenforo and just have people come on the website and just rock out. But I don't want that. I want my website to operate different from a lot of people on the internet. So I have these different sections, which is created outside of Zenforo. And now I have to link my coding up with Zenforo's coding together. So that's why it's taking such a long time, because I have to I'm working with two different entities at one time. I got to work with Zenforo, and then I have to work with my own coding on my own template. Boom. Once I get all that gelling, working together, then I can launch the website, because now people come in here and they can post their stuff. And if there's new sections that they want to create, they'll be able to create those sections, and then we'll be able to implement it on the outside template at the same time. Because it has to work together. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way my design is. Because if I don't do it that way, the problem that you will run into is that my website will eventually start looking like everybody else's website. But my idea for this website and my idea for like my whole brand and stuff is different from everybody else. So why should I look like everybody else? No, I always want to be different. I want to be my own man. You know what I'm saying? I want to be my own me, my own company. So that's why I chose to go this route with this cool design. You know what I'm saying? You go back to the home page and you just go to whatever section you want and you go in there and promote. And then you'll learn how the website works, and you'll be able to fly all over this website like it's nothing. It's pretty straightforward for me. I've been on it for a while. But if you want to go to articles, you go to the articles and you check out the articles section. So these are like articles that will be posted by the staff members. So if you come on the website and you just drop a cool beat or some I don't know, a video that's pretty cool, I don't know, anything that's cool, you dropped it and you want us to promote it, you can hit us up. Or if we just see it ourselves and we say, oh, that's cool, we could write an article about it. Now the article is going to have a header. So this header is going to play people who are featured on the site. Right now you just see my stuff, but it could be other people videos playing right here. Then you have articles, and these articles, they're permanent, they stay there. You have an articles page, like a history page. You can go and read all the past articles. So you'll forever be promoted, So it's a pretty cool website. It's pretty intuitive. It's not something you see on a regular. It uses YouTube. It uses, all these other platforms. You bring your content. You're basically promoting your stuff from all these other platforms, so we can help you get partnerships and deals of that nature. So, but it's different though. It's a promotional website, so it's going to look different from those other platforms. You don't even need to upload straight to our platform. You just embed the code from the other websites into our platform, and then we just share it. We market and promote your content. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool. You know, like this is like the news section. So there's nothing here really. These are just templates. I'm messing around on the website, you know. So yeah, we got groups. You know, you could create like the Facebook groups. You could create that on here, but they're not called groups. They're called guilds on my website. Guild factions. So you have to build up like your guild. You know. Oh, I gotta take this call. Yeah, I just had to take that. Sorry, I apologize. But yeah. So the website is gonna be pretty crazy. Cause then you got your guilds, and you build up your guild faction, and then y'all get cool perks. Only people that you want to join can join and stuff. And there's different things you could do inside your guild, and you win awards and things of that nature. So the more your guild is active, you get discussions, your members. You could schedule events. So you can schedule events for your guild. It'd be like a calendar right here, you know. And then so now everybody who's in your guild, they will get a notification that there's an event popping up. Maybe like, oh, come watch my live stream or something like that. I don't know. Or we got a free giveaway for your guild. So it's like a sample pack or whatever. You know how y'all do with your sample packs. It is what it is. Then you can upload resources to it. There's no items in here now because I haven't done anything. I mean, I'm not even logged in, but so you build up your guild. It's so much stuff though. Like, you got a suggestion box. So if you got a suggestion, come over here, drop it for the website, and if we can implement it, we will. So the website, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? But you get hate, you get people hating. That's not the only person. I had somebody maybe 7-8 months ago say see something popping off about the website. But then I go and Google search that individual and I find they ain't got nothing going for themselves. So it's like, how you going to hate on somebody who's trying to create an asset for themselves, or trying to create, quote unquote, like my friend Ghetto Style says, a generational wealth. And at the end of the day, everybody has their own way of doing it too, their own path. You know what I'm saying? But don't hate on somebody who's actually trying to really, really help out and do something that's really, really cool. And it's not like a money grab. If it was a money grab, then I wouldn't even be showing y'all none of this shit. I'd be like, yo, the website's done. Come join. The best website in the world. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll have just advertise. As soon as you walk on the website, you get popped with loads of advertisements from Google AdSense and things of that nature just flying in your face. I'm all for the money. I'm trying to get all the bread. You know what I mean? And I do have a premium service on here. So if you get premium, it opens up the website a little bit more for you. Get a lot more tools. You get to really showcase your stuff rather than a regular account. But that's pretty much on every website. You know what I'm saying? And you go to YouTube Premium. You go to Twitch Premium. Every website got a premium package. And it opens up a little bit more. But yeah, that's to help the website owner, because say for me, I'm by myself. I'm dolo. I have no team for this website whatsoever. And there's nobody who's creating this website but me. It's all me. So if I get premium members on this website, it's how much it's going to help boost and help back this company. It's going to be so much more of an appreciative thing coming from me rather than those big companies that start out with 3-4 investors. I don't have no investor. I'm doing it with my own money. I'm doing my own coding skills. And then on top of that, I still have to pay developers to help me out with something that I don't know. So I'm like, hey, could you come in, do this quick thing for my website? Anybody, all right, sure. Here's that's gonna cost like $500 or this. I gotta pay it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I asked another developer, and they say yes, that's the price range. I gotta pay it out of my own pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. It's different from people who have investors or big time investments compared to somebody like me. I'm by myself. So if I get a premium member, it's like like you know what I'm saying? Like it's big, it's huge. So, but it is what it is, though, man. Like I've learned one thing in this world, man. You're never going to be, you know, 100% for the next person. Like everybody has, there's so many different ways that people think in this world that you're never just gonna be like, oh, that it or that dude. You know what I'm saying? They at one point in time they're gonna start to earn a dislike, a disdain for you, even if they like you at the get go. You know, because you have to be more realistic. Like you have to be as realistic as when you look at yourself. So when I look at myself, I'm like, okay, there's times where I might like somebody, and then like maybe like 2-3 days later, maybe a month later, I start to like get a disdain for them or something I don't like what they said. Blah 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 blah. But if I do it, how do you not think other people do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I try to put life and everything into perspective. I try to look at myself and put myself into perspective. And that's how I know, man. That's why I'm very good at reading people. I know what you've done before you even do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was trained by some of the best people in the world when I worked at the Boys and Girls Club, so I know how to read people. On camera, off, I just know. You know, I just look at the. I know when people talking shit about me. I know when people use me as a crutch. Like I'm their content. Like they come to my channel, they'll hear me say something in my vlog or whatever, and then like 3 videos later, they drop in a vlog and it's about me. You know what I'm saying? Because they're using it's like motivation. It's like when you hear something and you want to talk about it because you don't like what that person said, you disagree with what they say, you don't think they should be thinking that way. So now you come and you drop your 2 cents, but you're really trying to take a shot at that person, and you hope that they come back and watch that video. So I know the game, man. I'm living proof of it. I've seen it. I've done it, and not anymore though. So what I do now is, it goes all the way back to the distractions. So I've cut out and I've limited the distractions. So when it comes to the women, I'm not worried about them. I don't think I have the biggest ass in the world. I don't give a fuck. Right now, I'm actually trying to go back on my Instagram and delete all those accounts that I followed. But it's like so many. I got like 7,000 people I follow, and most of them are like women showing off their shit. But I'm trying to delete all that stuff off my stuff. My keyboard is sitting right in front of me. Now, mind you, I have this another piece right here. My kids fucking broke it, but this slides on. This is to hold my wrist, right? And I used to have this keyboard tucked, like it was in this angle, and it was back here, because when I play, I kind of like turn the keyboard sideways when I'm playing a game. I don't play like this. I don't play like that. It doesn't feel good to me to have my hands straight and have the mouse like right here. I gotta have the mouse here, and the keyboard has to be turned that way. But as you can see, the keyboard is sitting right here because I'm not playing video games no more. I invested too much time and too much money into playing League of Legends and Gears of War, things of that nature. It's a distraction. I'm not playing the game no more. I'm done with it. The only game that I will play is Minecraft, because I have something I'm doing with the music. So I'm going to play my music, and I'm going to make cinematic theme music for my Minecraft video. So it's going towards me building like an asset. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay focused. I'm not worried about the women. I'm not worried about video games. I'm not worried about my haters doxing me or my haters using my videos to talk about me. It's like a crutch. I'm providing them with content. I'm not worried about it no more, because I literally unsubscribed from mad people. So and the reason why I did that, the reason why I unsubscribed for them, because I didn't want to see any notifications from them anymore. I didn't want to see recommendation videos. I didn't want to see none of it. So I unsubscribed from all of them, because I know that their content is a negative content towards me. I know it. There's no other way around it. So I didn't want that distraction anymore. So I got rid of all that shit. So now I don't watch their videos, even though they're probably still talking about me right now to this day. But I don't hear their response. I don't hear their motivated videos, like their videos that's like kind of like coming back at me. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear it. I don't see it. I don't care. I don't worry about it no more, because before I was worrying about it. It was a distraction, because I would go back and make a video talking about them but without saying their name, which is some pussy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no pussy ass nigga, so I'm not gonna be doing that pussy ass shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just that fake stuff. I can't do the fake shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna do it. And the best way to not do the fake shit is to not put yourself in a fake ass situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I had like people over this house. The people came to this house yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when people come over, people start to act a certain way. That everybody's lovey-dovey. But ain't no lovey-dovey shit over here. So I'm not gonna act like it's lovey-dovey. You're not gonna see me do the lovey-dovey shit. So I'm like, hey, what up? How you doing? And I'm back to my business. Playing my shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're not here for me. That's dope. We'll have to pull back on the reverb to get that piano to come through, but you know, I don't want to have no conversation. I don't want to talk about what I did at work or what I did for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I don't want to talk about nothing, because I'm not jolly. I'm not worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but other people was trying to, say, oh, clean up. Oh, do this. Oh, no, fuck that shit. You see, when you can't be real with yourself, to me, you're not even really living, yo. Because you're doing that fake shit. I can't do the fake stuff. I can't. And I got rid of all the distractions, because the distractions, it's just fake bullshit. It's just, I don't know. It's like, it's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chilling now. Like right now, when I get off this stream, I'm going to play something out, and I'm going to format it. I'm going to get ready to make something dope. Like, I'm going to put it away, and I'm going to get ready to upload it, because I got a cinematic album that's coming. So I'm trying to create music that's going to be an asset for me. So right now, my songs that's on DistroKid, they are on media.net, I believe, also. Because DistroKid distributes your songs to stores, right? So one of the stores that it sent my music to, is for people to license my music through DistroKid. So now if you want to go license one of my songs, let me get off this website. Let's go back to it. Let's go to YouTube. Let's just go to, let's do it. Just search me up. All right, now let's go to YouTube. So now let's say you want to, yeah, you can. Let's go to my albums. So let's say you want to license like one of my songs. Let's say I don't even want to wake up. You like the cinematic vibe to it. You could license it now through this platform, and you could put it in movies and so forth. So I'm trying to create a catalog of music that will in turn turn into an asset for me. So I can't do that if I have distractions. If somebody's always on my shoulder saying, yo, did you do this? Why you do that? Oh, yo, let's spend some time. Let's go watch a movie. Oh, yo, you want to play a video game together? Oh, yo, fuck that dude, Dynasty, man. They don't say that. They're like, yo, this guy on YouTube, yo, he think he the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you ain't the best, son. We all great at the same time. Oh, yo, or they start saying like this, like certain things that they say, like, oh, you know what I mean? But you see it, you want to respond because you a man, you want to fight back type shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's the distraction. It's a real, it's a big distraction. All that shit's a distraction. But now I don't have it. So I'm doing a live stream right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty cool. And I'm not creating at this point in time, but I am creating because the topic's a story. that can actually, you never know, probably go viral, blow up. You know what I'm saying? But it also adds to my YouTube data, my analytics. But then when I get off, start creating my catalog, and then I take that catalog and I upload it to my distributor. And now once it hits all the different stores and different companies that will have you license my music, now that's an asset. It might not be an asset that's generating money at this point in time, but it's something I don't have to worry about no more. I don't have to spend, once I create it, it's done. I don't have to spend any more time on it. It's done. It's there. It's potential money in the making. I'm waiting. I'm ready for that to pop. You know what I'm saying? I might do a little promotion. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. I like promoting. Or I might just leave it. It might just build me up. Because if I build me up, then people might come along and be like, oh, who's this old 5 Dynasty guy? So like, let me give you another cool example. Oh, I just heard this guy on YouTube, man. I kind of like what he was talking about. Some of the stuff I didn't really like he was saying, but some of the stuff I did. Like, let's search him up. Old 5. That's how you spell it. Yeah, it's old 5. Yeah, Dynasty. Boom. Let's go see what he's talking about. Boom. Now it pops up. You found me. I'm there. I'm on Google and all the other search engines. You can see me. Here's my picture right here. It's one of my videos right there. You know what I mean? My YouTube is right here. Now let's go to even a better service than just this Bing. Go to Google. Then go into Google. And let's search up old 5. Old 5 Dynasty. It's going to tell you that I'm a musician. I'm an artist. It's going to tell you right here. Old 5 Dynasty is a musical artist. I'm going to tell you. So you already know who I am off the bat. Oh, he's a musical artist. What genre? Oh, hip hop. Oh, he raps too? Wow. I'm going to tell you right here. Hip hop rap. Then it's going to have my songs right here. Oh, wow. That Pop Shells Adam is crazy. Oh, I don't even want to wake up. Wow. That's real. I don't even want to wake up. Oh, let's listen to that. Then they listen to it, but oh, we could use that for a movie. We could legit use that for a movie. The title of the movie could be I Don't Even Want to Wake Up. And we can have this as a theme song. Well, why? How did people find it? They found me because I built myself up because I didn't have any distractions. I'm focused now. Like, I be talking to people on the low. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll go in my DMs on like Instagram and I'll talk to like Uncle Murder. Now, I'm not saying I know Uncle Murder, and I'm not saying like he knows me, like we're friends and buddies, stuff like that. But I'll send him a message like, yo, that was pretty cool, man. I saw that video you did. I like what you're doing. I like the way you changed your ways. And then he'll respond back, yo, thank you, homie. Peace, blessings, bye. That's a real man. That's a real dude. He's there for him to talk to. I'm nobody's in his world. He over in Dubai performing right now with Tony Yayo. But he sent me a message because I was real humble about it. I came to him as a man, like, hey, that was real cool. I like what you were saying in your video on Instagram. I like what you were saying in your description. Because to me, a video is one thing, but the words that come out of the man's mouth is another. So. And he gave me respect back. So now, if I go to speak to him again, you build a rapport. It's about how you do it. I've spoken to Arsonist a couple of times now. He even sent me a video, did a drop for me and all that. But that's because I came to him as a humble man just to talk like, yo, I like what you're doing. I respect you. Because I listen to these people. I listen to when they talking. They be dropping some jewels. It's not about beefing and stuff like that all the time. So now I'm communicating with these individuals, and next you know, I'm talking to this person, that person. I'm trying to build myself up as a musician, as a CEO of old5dynasty.com, which is going to be like a real big asset for me. As a graphic designer, you see my graphics. My graphics is no joke. It's not. That's not like the regular YouTube thumbnails that y'all be putting up. No, my shit. I can make big ass posters, movie posters, like for real. I know about lighting, I know about shadows, I know about how to enhance it, you know what I'm saying? I know mad stuff, you know what I mean? I could do album covers, posters, flyers, big ass billboards. I know how to do all logos and all that stuff, so it's not like I have a lot of shit going on with me. Like, so you have to understand, when you're an entertainer and you really invest yourself into yourself, the thing that's so crazy is if you are like me, any distraction can really throw you off. Like distractions can really throw you off because my mind be going so crazy because I'm so talented in what I do. If I could stop right now and just open up the website and start doing coding. Who can do that? A lot of people can't do that. They can't fucking sit and do CSS, you know what I'm saying, mess around with PHP and all that stuff. I just said CSS. They probably don't know what the fuck that is. You know what I mean? Like HTML and all that shit. A lot of that stuff is different languages. It's coding. So I'm sitting there and I'm messing around with the coding. Blah 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 blah. Take me like a good fucking 3-4 days to do one thing because it's hard. Then I'll stop that and I fucking open up my MPC and I start making a hip hop track or ghost wave music. Or I pull out my keyboard and I start making cinematic music. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a lot of stuff on my mind. I'm like, oh, I want to do this and do that. Blah 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 blah. Do some graphic design. So I just started doing a speed art design. You know what I mean? So I can upload that to YouTube. Or somebody asked me for a logo. So I got to sit there and think about a fucking logo. And then I got to go in there and really put the shit together. Or I got to draw it out. So I got to get my fucking pad, put it right here. And I got to start drawing. Like legit drawing. It's not no bullshit drawing. I got to draw. You know what I mean? I got to have a good hand. I got to get, you know what I'm saying? Get that design out of my head and get it on paper. Then I gotta digitize it, put it in the computer, and make a fucking vectorized logo so that it's a scalable object. There's so much shit that be in my mind and my head. Just for me to do one video on YouTube, I'm going through so many different thought processes. Cause I gotta be like, oh, I gotta do my thumbnail. I gotta do the video. What type of special effects I'm gonna do for the video? Is it this type of video? Am I gonna do B-roll, slow-mo, all that shit? You know what I mean? Like so much. So now I gotta worry about my cameras. My cameras. Do I have the right type of camera? Do I have the right type of lens? Or do I have the right type of filter over? It's so much that goes through your mind. So when you have distraction, it can throw you off. And the people don't understand that. Your girl ain't going to understand your mind. Your mind is so invested in this, but they don't give a fuck. So they come along with that distraction shit, throws you off. They might distract you in that point in time. And that distraction might throw you off for the next week. So you just lost a week of your time because you're upset, you're angry, Bob, fuck this shit, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not dealing with the distractions anymore. I'm getting rid of them shits. I'm not. I can't because I'm getting older too. I'm not young. I mean, I might look okay. I might look, you know what I'm saying? I might not look like I'm old. There are grays here, but I'm not getting any younger. And my talent is Gucci. Like I could fuck with a lot of people right now. I could be in the industry doing a lot of shit. I could spit bars. I took the last 2-3 years learning how to rhyme. I could rhyme now, create my own song. I just did a video like last week, I think. I was showing y'all. I was recording right here in my studio. I was recording. Like the mic is right there. I was recording, and I wrote the chorus right there on the spot. But you know what I'm saying? Wrote the chorus right there on the spot in front of everybody, and I did the chorus right there. So I could go in the studio with a big artist, write a chorus on the spot, write a 16-bar verse. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to spit it like that, but I could spit a couple lines that punch in. I could do that. Even though I like to spit my whole thing straight, 16 bars straight, but I could legit do that if I want to. So it's a lot that I have in my mind. It's a lot that's going on. The wheels are always turning. Shit's always spinning. My mind never shuts the fuck off. It's crazy, you know what I mean? So when you have all these damn distractions, though, take you away, man. And every time you're having sex with that young lady, you could have been doing something for your asset. You know what I'm saying? Every time you sat there and played that damn video game, you could be doing something for your asset, for your company. You know what I'm saying? Getting that generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Building something that's going to make you set and your family set. You know, every time you sat there and watched a video and somebody was talking shit about you, you know it. Well, why are you watching that video? You could have just been playing out some keys, creating something. Every time you sat down and watched that movie, oh, they got that new Batman movie coming out. You could have been right over here. And now, that little fucking jingle I just did right there, put it on my distributor, whatever, you know what I'm saying, get it uploaded. And now that music is a potential asset to be in the next fucking Batman film. I'm not worried about that damn Batman film. I'm worried about the next one because I want my music to be in there. You see the different mindset you need to have? Get the bag, you know what I'm saying? And then worry about all the other bullshit. I ain't got the bag, but I was still worrying about the bullshit. Remember, this shorty not, I gotta be having sex. Fuck all that shit. I ain't even worry about that no more. That's that bullshit. See, let's get into the sound. Where should we go? Let's go with the strings. And this is that rolling. So the rolling, you know what I'm saying, it has the wheel. So you come over here, hit the sound. And that's sound design. So like legit, you could legit have the video open that you're creating for, and you just hit record and you watch the video and you just you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I mean, like I'm playing with this now and I'm learning as I go. And now I could create. It's so dope, man. So I'm gonna get up off of here. I've been talking enough. But I hope this video finds people and they, check it out and get some information from it. But if you say, though, he don't know what he's talking about, FM, whatever. It is what it is, man. Yo, Jezza. Yo, Jezza, you a fool. What you're gonna have to do, Jezza, you're gonna have to go back and watch the video from the beginning to see what I was talking about to where I got to that point. Cause you a fool, man. I was technically trying to show something, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And I hope it does pay off because, that's all we have is hope. But if it doesn't, I'm still going to I'm not going to worry about the distraction. I'm just going to create, man. And then this sound, just want to let you know, is coming from the Roland FA06, but I have a guitar pedal right here. So if you don't know, I'm using the guitar pedal for the reverb. This is the Descent Reverb by Walrus Audio. It's like $300, which is actually a really good price for it. To be honest, it's a badass reverb. I'm telling you, it's really good. You could change the octaves on it, so you go upper octave, you go lower octave. You can send how much dry signal you want. It has a hall, a reverse, and a shimmer. So, and it's a texture reverb, so it's gonna apply texture to your sound. So I don't know if you heard that, but the reverb on here was so dope because it had a lower octave on it. Listen to it. that lower octave playing right there, that's from the reverb. So it's pretty bad, man. So you can hear it in the string right here. You can hear the lower octave. It's the lower octave in the string is a mid-tone sound because I'm so high up on the octaves. So that's through this reverb pedal. So dope, man. And you could change it on the fly. Like, you know, if I want to take all this stuff off and just fix it up a different way, you can, you know. So it's so cool, man. I love this reverb. But turn down the mix on the reverb, right? So let's turn down the mix on this. So this is the string without the reverb. It has a little bit of reverb on it from the rolling, which is a good reverb, but it's not this reverb right here. So then let's turn up the mix on this. Watch. It adds another octave to the reverb. So it's crazy the way you put it together. Like, I got this keyboard, this workstation here. When you start adding outboard gear, like these effects pedals to enhance this, the sound is amazing. I could legit make something epic with this. And I don't even have like a tremolo, a flanger, a chorus effect. I don't even have those type of pedals. But when I get them and I add this to this reverb along with a compressor, outboard gear, I'm recording this beautiful sound straight into the DAW and making beautiful music. Just coming through analog, basically, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be crazy. But yeah, I'm going to get up out of here. Just got to watch those distractions, get rid of them. And trust me, your mindset is going to be that much better moving forward. But your boy, Old Fire Dynasty. And I'll check you out on the next one. Peace out, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed this stream.